Now talking about the union and structures. So structure definition, given value to member, structure definition, comparing structure variables, array within structure, structures with structures, passing structure to function, structure pointer, union, accessing union member, union, user defined, difference between union and structure. I think difference between union and structure I will explore first. Opening some of the websites here. So structure, they start with struct defined structure. Union is used to define a union. When a variable is accessed in the structure, the compiler allocates the memory of each member. The size of the structure is greater than or equal to sum of size of. And a variable is the compiler associates memory by considering the size of the integer. Each member of the structure assigns unique storage. A memory allocation is shared between individual member of the unit. The address of each member in ascending order thus indicates the memory of each member will start at different order values. The address is same for all indicator every vector same offset value. Altering the value of a member will not affect other structure. Altering the value of any member will alter other member values. Individual member can be accessed at a time. Only one member can be accessed at a time. Several numbers of a structure initialized at one. Only one number of initialized at one. These are the main difference. Let's look at the other ways. So all members of structure can be accessed. Other union of so structure and union example. Struct integer, the size of the allocation size plus 4. This is an example. So structure, the size and byte, total size of element put in with size and byte. Union is the largest variable in the union. So structure, it allocates memory equal to sum of memory allocation. Each memory have their own memory spaces. Structure cannot be implemented in shared memory. It has less ambiguity. Self-referential structure can implement in data structure. All member if can be accessed at a time. It allocates piece of memory that is large enough to hold the largest value in the union. One block is used by all members of union. Union is the best environment. Memory is shared. Memory is shared. Ambiguity is more in union. Self-reference union cannot be implemented. One member is accessed at one time. So that was the difference between structure and union. Now coming back here. So introduction. We have learned array with structure. Structure definition. Structure is a collection of variables referring on. So structure, tag name, data type, data to, keyword struct is used to hold the info. So the name of a structure is tag name. Struct address. Address is storing everything. The keyword struct declares the structure to find the array, namely iname, street, city, first is the integer. Creating variables in the structure. Struct book, name, author, price. Struct book 1, book 2, book 3. So this is one way. Another way is like you don't put there. Also allowed to combine structure variable in one statement. Struct person p1, p2, p3. So you have kept everything in one statement. While declaring structure along the definition, to use the tag name is optional. So you cannot create, if you don't want to create a tag name, you can just write p1, p2, p3, and those would be good enough. Giving values to members. As the members are not variable, they should be linked to a program value. So program to define a structure and assign value of the member. Star name. So structured book p1 SDS b1.name, b1.page, b1. So whenever you have page number, you will use and, otherwise you will use just so this the thing dash percent you use and otherwise you don't use printf SDS b1.name and so on. Structure installation. Structure you can install any time, main, static structure, integer, weight and flow. Comparison of structure variables, structure class or integer. So operation meaning two variables of the same structure can be compared to the same ordinary value. Person 1 belongs to the same structure, person 1 equal to person. Array of structure. The most common use of structure in an array. The declared many array structures. So struct marks main, mark students, static struct mark students 3. You have just defined all the structures. So static of the marks of the students. So subject 1, 2, 3, 4 and total. Structure static learn array with structures. Single or multi-dimensional array of the type integer float can be defined with structure variables, structure marks, integer number and float number static. Pointers of the array with this float. Structures within structure. Structures within a structure mean nesting of structures. Let us consider the following structure. Structure salary, character name, integer basic profile, employee. Then you have structure salary, you have character name, character employee, struct. This allowance, DNS outside allowance. So the structure defines name, basic pay and kind of allowance. At the item referred you can group together. You have created another structure that is allowance. Salary structure contains the member name allowance, which itself is a structure with 3 members. The member contains so employee dot runs dot dot. So unit 2.2 access to them. The nurse structure can have more than one variable. The following declaration is legal. Structure allowance. Passing structure to a function. There are three methods by which the value of structure is transferred from one function to another. The first method is to pass each member of the structure. The second method invokes passing of a copy of entire to a structure. Since the function is working on a copy, the entire structure function is called a function. Changes are reflected in the column function, therefore necessary for the function. The third method is concept calling pointer to pass the structure. In this case, address location is passed to a structure. So there are three ways of passing structure to a function. The call function is this way. Program encoding structure as a function parameter. Quite long. Structure pointers. So type def structure, character staff name record, transfer structure to a pointer function void. So structure dot record is equal to Smith, or printf customer name, void address record star ptr. So the pointer illustrates the transfer of structure to a function by passing the structure's address a pointer to a function. In particular, customer is a static structure of time record whose members are assigned. This structure address is corresponding to functions where different values are assigned to member of structure. Within the formal argument declaration defined PTR structure type as nothing expected return from value to me. So in the above program, two types of operator are used to structure element: dot operator and arrow operator. Union, definition and declaration. Union follows the same syntax structure but different types of storage. In structure, each member has its own storage, whereas all members in the same storage. That implies that although union may contain many members different types, it can handle one member at a time. Like structure, union can be declared as follows: INT-MCB code. So 4 bytes. Allocating, accessing union member. Union of structures. Visualizing union variable. Union can be as a private storage class, either external or static. Number of union class. Uses of union. Unions like structure contains members. Those individual data may differ from one another, but members that compose unions share the same storage area within the computer memory, whereas each member is structure side or thus unions are kept to conserve memory. Unions are used to application involving multiple operations where values need not be assigned to all of the members and array. Unions are used wherever the requirement to access the same memory allocation more than one. This is often required by calling basic input-output function, often subroutines called BIOS routines present in read and write memory of the ROM. Many DOS-based applications need to access DOS internals. This breakup of data, however, is consistent. Therefore, to make application program compatible with different program, create unions to DOS. User defined type declaration, type def. C supports what is called type def, allowed to define identifier that could be repeated. Type def. So type def, type identifier. Where type def refers to existing data type, identifier refers to a new image given to the data type. The existing data type may belong to class or not. So type def integer units, type def float marks. So mark symbolizes float integer. So this is the type definition. So units batch 1, batch 2 and so on. Enumerated data type. The identifier data types which can be used to declare variables that can have one or more variables enclosed with the braces so the enumeration constant. So enum identifier v2 v2 vn, assignment v2 is equal to value. So enum day, Monday, Tuesday, enum day, weekday, Saturday. So enum st is Monday, enum end is Friday. If week st and so on. So the compiler automatically assigns integer beginning with 0 to all enumeration constant value. Difference between union and structure. Union allocates memory equal to XOR memory required as the number of unions, but structure allocates memory equal to required value. Union can block for one memory structure, union has no memory space. Union's best environment memory is less allocated memory shared ambiguity more. Self-referential union cannot be implemented by data structure, but referential structure can be implemented. So that was about structures. File handling.